In this video, we're going to be breaking down the scoot. Having good strength and stability in your arms as well as a good spring in your legs is going to be useful. Having a confident cartwheel and handstand aren't strictly necessary but are also useful for taking this movement further and higher. So the scoot starts off essentially in a lunge, so we're going to practice this movement by getting into a lunge and having the back knee on the floor. And from that position, we're going to aim to lift the back knee off the floor and gently bounce up and down. This is to increase the strength and mobility at the end of our range, as we will need this to spring up into our scoot. Next up, we're going to start building the entry pattern, and again we're going to start in our lunge and rock side to side. Notice that this movement travels towards the opposite arm to the front foot. So if you've got your right foot in front, you're going to be traveling towards your left arm. You will be traveling towards your opposite arm by swinging the back foot through the gap between your foot and your arm and taking a step onto that foot. The scoot also spirals gently, so you should finish facing the opposite way that you started. Next up, in order to make the scoot higher, you'll need a bit more confidence in your strength and stability whilst in a more inverted position, and so for this we're going to use the wall arm swap. So kick up against the wall and swap the weight between one shoulder and the other, making sure to expose yourself to that single arm time under tension as you do the arm swaps. The final touch we can work on at the wall is the exit of the movement. You can do this by exiting the wall handstand on a single leg and then swinging the other leg around so that you land facing away from the wall. This will replicate the spiral and twisting nature of the scoot's trajectory and will give it the language that you are looking for. Finally, once you've explored all of the progressions in this video, you are ready to try and put this together by going for the full movement with as much power and conviction as you can. Key tips to remember: the scoot travels towards the opposite arm to the front foot. So if you have your right foot in front, you're going to be traveling onto the left hand and vice versa. Remember that the free arm in the movement is also creating a big upwards momentum and dragging your body upwards and over. So don't forget to swing that free arm overhead in order to create a higher motion. Finally, you're going to make sure that you're using as much spring in that front step in order to help you jump your hips over the shoulder and around as well. Try to carry the spiral momentum of the scoot so that when you land, you are still spinning and you are swinging around and swiping that free leg around as you spin.